Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Ssc Studies. Get ready for the dictation. 5 seconds. Start. Mr. Vice Chairman sir, all I can say is that a large number of programs that are contained in this address are in fact a continuation of what the previous governments have started, just as what the UPA government did was a continuation of what the NDA government had started. The Pradhan Mantri Garibi Unmulan program is a good example of a program that was launched when Mr. Bajpayee was the Prime Minister, and it was taken forward by the UPA government and expanded by almost fivefold. Para. Sir, this is not the first time that the project Ganga is going to be launched. This is not the first time that there is going to be a Himalayan ecosystem mission. I can quote examples. This is not the first time that a skill development program is going to be launched. So, in program after program, in priority after priority, my request to the government, my request to the senior ministers is do not reinvent the wheel. There is a lot that is already there. There is a lot of experience with the cleaning of the Ganga. There is a lot of experience with the protection of the Himalayan ecosystem. There is a lot of experience in the building of the skills. There is a lot of experience in creating the rural infrastructure. There is a lot of experience in building new cities. There is a lot of experience in encouraging and incentivizing the growth of labor intensive manufacturing. So, you are not starting on a clean slate. You are not reinventing the wheel. I would request the government to recognize the continuity built on the success, and the government of the day has a flexibility to bring about whatever changes it wants in laws and programs. Para. Sir, the fourth point that I would like to make is that the President's address has some simple mantras. But I hope these simple mantras do not become simplistic mantras. Minimum government, maximum governance sounds very good. We cannot disagree with these mantras. We are all for better government. We are all for a quality government. We are all for a pointed government. As my senior colleague said yesterday, minimum government can mean one man government. Minimum government can also mean one office government. Minimum government can also mean a government run by a hand-picked team of 10 civil servants. That is also a minimum government. IRDP was a program for the benefit of people of India, and we expanded it. I would expect this government to follow the same route, the same trajectory, the same path. If they do this, then I am sure, as my senior colleague mentioned, we will offer constructive cooperation, although the job of the opposition is to oppose, expose, and depose. Finally, I am very happy that the President's address shows pragmatism on the part of the government to abandon positions that were taken when they were not in government. One of the fundamental rules of the parliamentary democracy is where you stand depends on where you sit, and those who are sitting on that side were sitting here. They took certain positions. Sir, GST was an idea of Mr. Yashwant Sinha. It was taken forward by our government, but we could not implement the GST because of the opposition from a couple of members of the distinguished government. Now, I am very glad, sir, that President's address recommits the NDA government to the introduction of the GST. You will have full support. We will not go into the question of why you did not support us for a 5-year period, but better late than never. And I hope that the GST will soon become a reality. Similarly, sir, my senior colleague has already mentioned about the program which was lucid to his ears, that is para 17, which is a ringing endorsement of the Ministry of Minority Affairs that was objected to when it was created in 2004. Para. Also, on the nuclear agreement, when the government says that it will take the Indo-US nuclear trade forward, I am reminded of those days when our government was betrayed, when Dr. Manmohan Singh was rebuked for bartering away India's sovereignty to the United States. But I am glad that today this government sees merit in the nuclear agreement and wants to take it forward. Para. Now, about interlinking of rivers, there is a very small phrase that has been introduced on the interlinking of rivers, which shows a welcome pragmatism, and I commend the Minister of Environment who may perhaps have included this phrase. The position of the NDA government is that there should be interlinking of rivers and it must be there at all costs. But interlinking of rivers has environmental, social, political, and ecological consequences. I am not saying that it should not be interlinked. Para. Sir, in short, what I want to say is that the President's address reflects the priorities of the government. The priorities of the government reflect continuity of programs stop. ভিডিওটি ভালো লেগে থাকলে এবং প্যাসেজের পিডিএফ পেতে টেলিগ্রাম চ্যানেলে জয়েন করুন এবং ভিডিও ভালো লেগে থাকলে লাইক শেয়ার এবং সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশে থাকা বেল আইকনটি প্রেস করে রাখুন সবার আগে নোটিফিকেশান পেতে। থ্যাংকস ফর ওয়াচিং।